If I was walking about with Maude Apatow and Oma, there would be hurls of abuse coming from various kebab shops.
Yeah, what like?
Just like, you f***ing buy her, lad!
She offended it! Wish.com! You f***ing wish.com! Look at this. Bro, that's a goat in a bucket, what are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, that's adorable. Come on now. It's not all tits.
It's not all tits.
So spaghetti's definitely the main course in a lot of DEP households.
I don't think so.
That's the fun night one.
I don't know. Catholic rice.
Tagliatelle.
We're back. McCann's got a fucking luchador mask on. Barely fits his fucking head.
It's actually wild tight.
You're so much of your head hanging out the bottom.
How'd my eyes look go? Two.
Not good.
Two.
Two fucking Big Macs squashed into a hole. I might have disappeared. You look like you have two old women's vaginas poking through two holes. Look at that. Two old fucking gashes. Get it off. Look at that smack haircut.
Let me hear that.
Flick it back a wee bit. Okay.
Jesus. What's that?
Of course it hurt your neck. Shaking it off. We're back. How many patrons do we have now?
1,000.
1,000.
Fucking right. Unreal.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Shout out to the... Do I have a name for these boys yet?
Squadron?
The squaddies? Squadron. Squaddies. The bomb squaddies. The bombers.
It's hard to drink a nice latte masculine, isn't it?
Yeah. Shout out to McDonald's for sponsoring it. Yeah, we're back. We've got 1,000 patrons. We're on episode, what, 12? You just have a heart attack now?
This is 13. 12.
I don't know what I said there, and you went like this. Oh, Jesus!
12 weeks of my life.
It feels like it's been around forever. It's like all good things. It feels quick and it feels long.
Yes.
It feels like we've always done it. It feels like
Quick and long.
quick and yeah. That's what I said in the morning on our 5th wedding anniversary. I was like, it feels quick, but it also feels like forever.
Yeah.
You know? Is that good or
Happy
bad?
anniversary, babes.
Thanks. Yeah. Then just drove off in the car. Left her at the side of the
I'm
road.
way to the shop.
1,000 patrons. Where else would you get it? Yeah, we. So this is a pre-recorded. So you will already been. Your big show will have already happened. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to use this opportunity to put vision. What do you call that? Like
Manifestation.
How did your show go?
It was a really great night. It was packed out. The audience were lively yet well mannered, and my mother is totally faded in laveries after. She's off the pink gin, and she's telling me, you know, same stuff she always says about, you know, she's like, oh God, you know, you came out, you were a mistake, but some mistake you've been. Wow.
Put my dick in a man.
And then we hit that after party. Can we give your ma the bumps? Chucking her up in the air.
You'd hear a crack.
It was Father's Day there, and we have a recording from your late and great father.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Shout out P.O. Respect. This is a quick clip of him.
You have 11 kids.
I am every time working, no stopping.
Killer. Absolute killer.
I am every time working.
It sounded like he was remixing his own laugh.
Oh, fucking hell. So your show went well.
Yes, hopefully.
No?
Actually, no hopefully about it. Yeah, it
well,
went well.
It'll go great.
Yeah.
We'll get a photo of you on your side at the end.
Yeah. Ass out.
There will be an after party. Well, there was an after party. We're manifesting where there was an after party, and it went well for Aaron.
Yeah.
He said, "Ismar, you at the UK there 5 minutes?"
Put my dick in a man.
You know, all these chicks lined up being like, "I want to be on my side too." And you're like, so do I, but not with you. I'm just tired. Can I not blast farts alone? Jesus Christ, tonight.
Oh, speaking of farts, we went.
If you tell me you shot yourself again.
No, Frank. Hopefully that doesn't happen again for a long time. We went glamping at the weekend. Castle Archdale. A couple of podcast listeners down there too. Shout out to the Castle Archdale massive. And we stayed in these like glamping pods. 6 lads in the one like room, like a bunk.
When
bed
does
style.
glamping stop and just a shite apartment starts? Do you know what I mean?
Well, this one in particular had no. The only thing it had was a fridge. That was it. And the bunk beds. That was it. And the musk of shite in that room.
All dudes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just 6 dudes.
I seen a video, some boy had the acoustic guitar out, and I was like, I'd have been in that lake.
Yeah.
Today was kind of it. A man was found dead at a glamping pod in Castle Archdale. He launched into a rendition of the Kicks.
Yeah.
And Mr. Geddis bludgeoned his own head with a rock.
I tell you what, though, there was one bar on the site. There is no more hectic place on planet Earth than a Caravan side bar.
I didn't even know there was bars on a Caravan.
Oh, it was crazy.
What were they doing?
There was one band in the corner.
A band?
There was a band in the corner, and there was maybe about 8 people there, besides us. But every individual was the most insane person I'd ever seen before in my life. There was one guy from Belfast, was like in crutches, and as he was walking out the door, he was like screaming and slamming his crutches to the table. And then there was also one guy too that offered to get us all cocaine, and he was like, "Yeah, I only do cash though, so if you have £100 between you, you know." And I was like, "No, I don't want to do cocaine in Castle Archdale."
Yeah. I don't want to stay up any longer than I have to in this camp.
I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
And then we got to carry out.
Did any boys partake in the coke?
Nope.
No.
No.
Just good old fashioned drink and weed.
That's all you need. Out by the lake, you know, it seemed like a cool idea at the time. It was like, oh, we'll go out to the lake, it'll be really nice and all, but sure, it was that dark you couldn't see anything.
I mean, there's definitely a time and a place for certain drugs, and you know, glamping with the boys is not a coke time.
No. Possibly mushrooms.
Possibly mushroom time.
Bit of weed in there, you know, a few beers does you though for something like that. I don't know if there is a good time for cocaine, to be honest.
Well, yeah, I you know, real partying. You know,
but
it's poolside Ibiza.
I mean, it keeps you up for sure, but like it just turns into like there's no more infuriating drug to be around someone if you're not on it than cocaine, because they're just dumping on you.
Yeah, it's worse than drunk.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Because they're almost, you know, like a drunk person's like, I fucking was David, and they're slightly incoherent. A lot of coke people, coherent.
Too coherent.
But like fucking, you know, you need it fucking pushed down again.
Yeah.
You need to pour more drink on it.
And they can have that amount of passion about any subject. It doesn't matter what it is. So it could be the most mundane subject, but they're fucking going a million miles per hour talking about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Let's start a business, that old joke.
Start a band.
So did you do a fair bit of drinking over the last few days?
I did. Yeah.
As soon as them thigh bruises got the all clear.
Oh yeah. As soon as I found out I didn't have cirrhosis. Glamping.
Yeah. You're like fucking George Best over here. New liver, new me. Who does?
To be fair, whenever I was in Glasgow and I walked out of the gig and there was just this table of I looked at the table and it was just like literally about 12 pints of Red Stripe, 8 whiskies and ginger, and I was like, this is how they got George.
Red Stripe's the biggest honey dick in the world when it comes to beer.
I like it. On draft, tasty.
On draft? Nah. I think, you know, people have went on holiday somewhere and going like, I'm on the Red Stripes, and they've tried to bring it home.
Yeah.
Forgetting that the place you were in was a fucking third world country.
Well, that's like, what's the ultimate beer for that? Is it San Miguel?
Aye.
That's that.
That's hot, yeah. It's trash.
Yeah, the boys were drinking it in Ibiza and then came back to Omo drinking it.
Like San Miguel's the type of beer they give you on holiday and it has ice cubes in it.
Yeah.
Then like kill the fucking taste.
Yeah.
And then you buy them at a Tesco here and put them in your like lukewarm fridge, and then you're just like, ugh.
There was a period of time where the boys used to go to Lidl and get the wee stubbies.
Oh yeah.
They were a great crack.
Me and Maureen got those in Aldi and went to Donegal the other week.
Yeah. They were fun.
They're great. And it's like Tesco stopped doing was it like beer door or something? That was tasty.
Yeah.
That wasn't a kick in the arse off like a Stella.
Yeah.
And you know, you don't feel like you're doing that much harm, even though you have like 53 of them.
There was one that was like, I can't remember what the fuck football tournament it was. Euros, World Cup, it's all the same to me. But it was like, there was these stubbies, and they were like, the label was brown and yellow, and they were lovely, but I can't remember what the fuck they were called.
Brown and yellow.
Brown and yellow.
From Tesco's or something? Like
No, from Lidl.
From Lidl?
Yeah.
Nice.
Beer Lux.
Beer Lux,
aye.
bro. Yeah.
Some gear, eh?
Some gear, mate.
The wee stubbies.
I've gone off beer big style.
What are you on now?
Nothing. I can't decide. Like the last few times I've drank, I've like started with a beer and then had something else, and then I had like fucking 4 like Arm Brew WKDs, and I was like, this is more my speed here.
I have eras, you
Yeah.
know, whereas I had my Cap Morgan and Coke era, ripped the bag out,
Lest we forget.
and then I had my Buckfast era. First year uni, I had a Frosty Jacks era. Now I'm currently in my JD and Coke. I like a good or Jameson Ginger.
Yeah, I was a big Jameson Ginger guy for a while, but then I don't know. I've went off it too. The Jackie Splashies is where it's at.
Yeah,
Jackie Splashies, loads of ice, Coke Zero.
yeah,
You know.
it's fun.
Pour yourself a pint. Feels like a pint. Make it reasonably weak. You can have loads of them.
Oh, and you get fucking chin too.
You do get you.
I'll be having a few Jackie Splashes on Saturday.
That's right. I'll
Tell you that for free.
be having a couple myself.
I can't wait for it. I'm putting more effort into the playlist for the show than I am the set.
The after party's gonna be lit.
Oh yeah, DJ John Boy.
DJ John
Come on.
Boy in the mix.
What is this? Dave Chappelle's block party?
Yeah, I know it's already happened and it went great, but the guy was pumped because I just I like making things happen, and I was like, he put up a thing going, I've had 2 cancellations. He's like, I'm never off on a Saturday in the summer. He's like, but I'm off. I've been cancelled or something, and not like in a comedian sort of way. Yeah, like he went for
Disgraced DJ John Boy.
He was in the mix. He went from Gary Glitter to Jacko to Ralph Harris medley, and he got cancelled. No, he had a cancellation at a gig or something, and he was like, anyone need whatever, and I was like, fuck, McCann's gig's on that day. Let me message him, and he rang me from bed. It sounded like, he's like, there's a lot here. I'm all over it.
Nice. Glad to hear that.
So he'll come down and fucking put him in touch with Lavery's, do the setup. So he's just plug and play.
Yeah, we've got the middle floor, like where the comedy club is, just to ourselves. That's ideal.
Yeah.
That is.
It is weird
absolutely
talking about
ideal.
this when it will have happened already.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? But maybe we'll do early access on Patreon with this episode. Maybe. We'll see.
For 1,000, yeah.
For 1,000, yeah. I'm only a gig to plug now. SSE Arena, 30th of September. Fuck's sake. Someone already messaged me saying I bought tickets, and it said the email wasn't the ticket. What do I do? And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ticketmaster?
I got a tech problem with the weekend too.
No idea.
And you've another one?
Vicar Street?
Yes.
Vicar Street, 8th of September. I'm doing Ivy Gardens, and I'm on TV last Wednesday.
Don't worry about it. I'll be on BBC Radio Ulster next year.
Yeah. This will have already happened, but I'm doing Phil Taggart's back to back. Nice. He was pick party tunes, and I was like, now is this a party at my house or is this a party you want to actually have fun at? Well, I'm like, everybody sit down and listen to this very specific version of Rory Gallagher song.
Yeah.
It's not lit. It's not lit.
There is none. That's your version of cocaine. Is when you've had enough Jackie Splashes and a laptop that you can show me Rory Gallagher. I do the same. Everyone has a passion that comes out whenever you're well lubed. I've definitely made a few boys sit down and watch like Tyler the Creator sets or Norm Macdonald's Last Letterman set or something like that.
That was us in Dublin that time after Bert Kreischer.
Yeah.
We were doing a back to back on the fucking shit videos.
Yeah. In the hotel, jockey's on.
720p through a phone. Just ripping farts into this vacuum.
Oh.
This is Temptations live at fucking Arbo Hall.
I actually was doing that the other night. After the musical, I was like, listen, them boys were great, but nothing beats the real thing.
Oh, so what was... Oh, the music... Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. I was like, it wasn't them doing the musical? Half of them dead? What do you mean they weren't actually there?
I told you I went to
That's like me turning up to like a West End production of Grease and be like, where's fucking... That's not Travolta! Who's this? Travolta looks like me now.
Maude Apatow is in a West End show at the minute.
Huh?
Maude Apatow.
Maude Apatow? Oh, the daughter?
Yeah.
Ah, nice.
You know the ones in Euphoria?
I haven't seen Euphoria. Am I allowed to watch Euphoria or will I go to jail?
Nah, well, like, it's supposed to be about high school kids, like, but, they're...
Not in high school about them tits?
Nah.
What do you call her with the cartoon tits?
They've all got cartoon tits. They've all got Looney Tunes titties.
Bust them a nuts. That's
Couple
all,
of
folks.
itchies and scratches and that cry. Euphoria is hilarious because it's like it's almost like, you know, I think my generation would have been Skins. Skins was like this is a TV show that shows what like actual modern day partying's like for people this age, and Euphoria just goes the next level. Like Euphoria is fucking insane. It's just all these college girls going out. One of their boyfriend murders someone at a party. You know, they're all in ketamine when they find out. It's just a series of, you know, hot chicks doing blow.
Nice. Probably quite accurate.
Yeah.
That's what these kids are like. These days are maturing far too fast.
But Maude Apatow, I'll tell you one thing. If you're listening now, I would take you to
Maude-
the Laird's Jewelers with Mara and put a ring in that finger.
I need a reference here. Is she not like fucking 17 or something?
No, she is not, sir.
Not since last year.
Yeah.
She's in the musical. And
Not the Temptations.
I was going to say, she plays an elderly black man. She must be some fucking operator.
She's playing Eddie Kendrick's niche. But she's in some West End show or something, isn't it?
That's her there.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Gorgeous. Dote.
Dote? Yeah. I'm too old to be even looking at that.
Fair play to you, Judd.
Judd, you fucking just fella. That's what you want. Talented fella.
Aye.
You know. Batting. Well above his average.
No,
hot
this
wife.
is his daughter.
I know, but his wife's hot too.
I haven't seen his wife.
That's his wife. Leslie Mann. She's in a bunch of...
Leslie Mann.
Leslie Mann. She's in loads of stuff. There she is there. That's the wife.
Nice. Well done, Judd.
She's an actress. Very funny. She's in a bunch of funny things.
He's made some of the best films of all time.
He has. Great producer, you know. Some of the best films of all time, some of the best kids of all time.
The production is second to none.
The guy is a producer of good stuff. You know what I mean? Across the board.
Knocked Up, Maude.
You wish.
There's a manifestation for you. Me and Maude Apatow, just, you know, Port Stewart. What a time should have.
Her driving you up, buying you an ice cream.
Us sitting eating a quiche on the beach.
Quiche on the beach. Clip it. Do you ever, you know, I suffer from it a bit. Sometimes we're like, you know, you see a girl like that, very pretty, you know, little dote. Is there a part of you is like, you know, even in your wildest dreams, you're like, could I walk about with her in public?
If I was walking about with Maude Apatow and Oma, there would be herds of abuse coming from various kebab shops.
Yeah, what like?
Just like, you fucking buy her, lad.
She offended it. Wish.com. You fucking wish.com. You fucking wish.
You fucking wish.com.
You fucking wish.com. The website where like just ogreish men from Ireland get hot wives.
Yeah.
You fucking wishlad.com.
Yeah, that's what my Tinder is. I said in Tinder and I'm like,
Oh,
what is the point?
I put up a photo of your arse there and you're getting a lot of girls being like, oh, I cheeked up on a Tuesday.
I'm just being fetishized. It's disgusting. They don't like me. They like the idea of a big boned hole.
What's wrong with it being objectified?
I mean, I'll take it.
People are always like, I'm being objectified. You want to be objectified?
Aye.
You don't like if you like I don't know what's objectified. Like a girl walks down the street and a fella just goes, "Nice tits."
Well, that is the old thing where like some women are like, "Oh God, I walked down the street today and I didn't get catcalled."
Yeah, there's a day when you get your last cat call.
Yeah.
Meow. You know what I mean? But you'd like to be objectified.
Aye.
Like you would want someone you're in a relationship to be so like, listen, I need fucking dick inside me right now.
Yeah.
And you're the lucky guy. And you're like fucking
Real bad man.
Although I'd probably say, listen, let's work on the packaging of that. You know, less aggressive.
no way.
My mother's in the fucking guy.
I'll give you a packet. Packet of sausages in your fucking head.
Who's your youfuckingwish.com? To be fair though,
Maude Apatow. I'd let him bang me in the ass if I could just fucking be like, take a look at that script. Would you? Good lad. I don't know. Who have I seen recently that we get absolutely piped out? This guy's smoking a fucking Dyson here.
Robot Wars. See,
Rhyme some off.
that's a man in love there. I couldn't even think of a pair of this. I don't even see
But
them.
it's not good. It's not like you're married. You're like, my hall pass is this.
Yeah,
You're just like, there's a large scale here.
and they all work in Central. Would you take a rattle at the scissor?
What about this whole, like, the internet is mad for Rice Spice or whatever her name is?
Oh, Ice Spice?
Yeah.
Yeah. You say Rice Spice?
Whatever, who gives a
Starving
fuck?
now.
Who gives a fuck? I can't get over the Ronald McDonald hair. We've talked about it before. Like,
Yeah, but she's done it now where she's like straightened it. And she looks like a wee princess.
just banging that big fat ass. She turns out like, ooh.
Yeah, here in any generation, that move she has at the minute is out of control. That like
Fanny wipe?
like the arse out to the crowd, pussy grab from the back.
Yeah.
Bit mad that now.
Yeah.
Don't know about that. You know, I'm
No.
all for getting out there and expressing yourself, but I came from there of Christina Aguilera dirty been a bit too much.
This is SZA.
That's SZA there.
This fella.
Colin,
What?
that's a hot woman.
That's Mike
She makes
Tyson.
lovely tunes.
Is she? Oh, she's big boy, isn't she? I need a big boy.
Yeah.
Maybe I do like her now, after all. SZA, there you are. Is that Doja Cat?
Yeah.
She's a nice level of mental. You know?
No. She like did she not like proper cook the goose last year?
Aye. You know, but she's you know, she's not as like shiny and glistening as this girl. There's a bit of fucking skip rat to her. So she has her tit half hanging out. No, this is the sort of shit you get into when you're an old man.
Well, that was a discussion that we had at our Christmas dinner one year. Was Beyonce versus Rihanna? Whole family got involved. Whole family was chipping in.
He's eating a bit of stuff and Ryan about
Oh, aye.
fucking.
Like Beyonce, a direct quote from my brother. Beyonce's like a dream come true. Like, but Rihanna be a bit of dirt you'd have on a Saturday night.
That's not what he said. Then he put a fucking Brussels sprout in his mouth.
Honey glazed ham.
Something to poke when the telly's broke, and then just fucking put a Christmas cake. No, Rihanna's way hotter than Beyonce.
I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
Better tunes too.
She's also
I said it.
She's also about 20 years younger than her.
Yeah.
Is she not?
Actually, I don't know about that now. The Beyonce's last album was full of bangers.
Whose head's bigger, yours or Rihanna's?
Aye, rude boy, can you get it up is about the loaf.
Get your head off a pillow. Tell me, rude boy, can you get it up? And you're like,
Your breakfast ready?
by the way, if you get yourself over to the Patreon, we're gonna measure McCann's head. And what's the prize now?
Some stickers.
Some stickers. You get a sticker pack if you get the correct or close. Is it closest to?
Closest to.
What would you guess?
What are we talking? Centimeters? Did you go in inches or centimeters?
Inches. The average size is 22 to 24.
Oh god, that's been embarrassing.
See if your head's the size of someone's like waist, like a man's waist.
Yeah.
32.
Yeah, 30.
I'm
what
38.
What was average? 20.
22 to 24.
I dare say now I'm not rocking on average.
Someone said 36.
Aye, come on.
Jesus Christ. Put them off the fuck.
Put your jeans around your head. So I'd say
36? Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna go 27. That's why I'm gonna go. Give me that dramatic.
I could see that. The two comments I get most when people see me in real life is fuck me, you're not taller in person, and fuck me, your head is big.
Your head is big. You are a big lump too.
Aye.
I've never had anyone fill the front seat of my car like it.
Yeah.
You know,
I just ooze into it.
fucking legs everywhere and head and around, shoulders all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm already taking up quite a bit of real estate on my side. You know.
Oh, I can only imagine what your car looks like to anybody passing by. Like,
Well, I mean, you know, the more you're in my car, the more brake discs I need replaced in the front. Just fucking, you know. We've got the live podcast obviously on the 6th.
very exciting.
We're getting some merch done, which will be available to purchase. Niall, you got t-shirts on the way.
Oh, aye.
I got hats on the way, bro.
Exclusively on sale at the live podcast.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, we've nowhere else to sell them, so they'll be on sale. Cash preferred.
Yes, please.
Otherwise, we're gonna have to set up a fucking whole.
Fucking get the
thing.
tax man involved. Fuck that.
Well, not even the tax man. There's just the PayPal man. Just the fucking machine. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to get someone. Just throw a 20 quid at a thing, get a T-shirt. For fuck's sake.
Cash is king. I got paid for a gig cash now in the race. I was like, you missed this.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Nice and crisp.
You thought you were fucking, Elon Musk running about there.
Oh, the mag had some shopping that week. I tell you.
Did you?
Oh, why?
You spunked it immediately.
Truffle mac and cheese at him.
How much of that cash have you got left in percentage?
I would say about 30%.
Yeah.
And that was, a week and a half? And buying nothing too,
Oh yeah.
You spend, the most amount of money you spend is whenever you're just walking about, like you have an endless supply, and you're not even buying anything, you're just buying like lunches and coffees and shit like that. But I was thinking about this the other day, because my days is just spent like meeting people for coffee or like walking about, and that clearly adds up.
The dream?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll pop around to the shop every day to get some sort of essential for the house. But it's like at least 40 quid, and you're like, what? On what?
Oh, every trip.
You've one bag and it's like 40 quid.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was gonna tell you about. I was in getting the hats. I was in leaving the stock in, and I was
What the fuck is going on next, baby?
Fight, Jim. They're fighting.
That sounds like children.
Could be children. Who knows? Summer. But I was in this place, and the way just that sort of like. Remember Mickey used to do the bit about the old women chatting. You're like, do you know who's fucking married?
Yeah.
All that there. I'm chatting to the boy who owns the place, and he's telling me, he was like, I was in Nashville there for the holiday, and I was like, was it good? And he goes, no, it was terrible. Fucking couldn't hear myself eat. The amount of bands playing in Nashville, and I was chatting away to him, and then just this woman came in out of nowhere, and she was like, is this my thing? And I'll just chat away, blah blah, and then she just go, when you're like, I shouldn't, when you're like, I shouldn't be witnessing this.
Yeah.
This is a private conversation. She comes in, she was like, did you speak to Davey, say? And the guy was like, no. And he goes, his dad's very ill. He's very ill. And he goes, no way. And the girl goes, it's all through him. And he was like, oh. And I was like, and then she eventually grabbed the box and left. And he was like, anyway, Nashville, there's a fucking band. There'd be a fucking band in the toilet with you. You've been having a shite and there's a fella on the fucking trumpet. You're like, you pack it in.
There is like a thing of like evolution where it's like young cutties love like murder documentaries and fucking, serial killers and stuff like that. Old dolls just love any diseases that are knocking about. They can't wait to get it off them.
But she didn't know what disease it was.
Yeah.
But it was all through
All through him.
It was all through him.
I will hear there's nothing you can get if it's all for you, it's any good.
Me and Maureen were driving away, and she was like, we'd already been to fucking 9 tile shops in the morning.
Oh, I rang you in the middle of that.
Oh, fuck off.
You were in a bad place.
But then I was like, listen, there's no point stressing about any of this, because eventually one day it's just all through you. And then you fucking, you know what I mean? You worry about things, you worry about the small things, you stress out, and then one day you just wake up, it's all through you.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She didn't appreciate it with the history, but, I was like, you know what I mean? One day you wake up, it wasn't all through you.
Yeah.
But someday it will be. It'll be all through all of us.
I've had too many coffees. I think it's all through me right now.
It's all through the beats on the seat. Shout out now.
I don't really know. No, I feel like I'm on holidays in Mallorca.
Yeah, you're not sweating, but after a while it does dig into the back of the legs.
I'm rolling these beats about my thighs.
Did you not get one now?
No.
That was another opportunity for you to be like, no, I'm not a fat sweater.
I don't need it.
Every day we come in here, fucking, you know, wearing a shirt and all in the sunshine. He's like, well, I'm not a fat. I don't have the blubber of a walrus to keep me warm. So, some people need clothes.
I know, sir. I touched my thighs today and it felt like an elephant. And I was like, that's bad. Like, this water needs to go. Like,
you still suffering about the? I'm okay unless I have to do anything.
yeah.
Do you know, like if you're trying
What, as in movement?
No, just it's mainly like kid stuff. You know what I mean? Like you're trying. So it was like Father's Day the other day.
Yes.
Father's Day. And
What did they get you? Breakfast in bed?
no, fuck no. Did they? No, I don't know what the fuck we did. I don't need any of that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Would have been nice, but no breakfast. It's stinking. We've talked about it.
Yeah.
You want to drop yolk on your bed?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But we got up. Maureen had like we don't buy cards in our house. You make cards. That's what you do. So she made like a little booklet with wee photos in it and stuff.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's lovely, yeah. And then we decided to go to like a little petting zoo thing, which is close to us, and that's what I mean. Like you're sitting in your garden having an iced coffee, the heat's lovely, but when you're at a petting farm, which is swamped with people because it's Father's Day, and the smell of fucking animal shite, and the sweat's like beating up on your head, you're like, shout out to Benoit, I'm out of here. Like fucking. First of all, we pulled up, and this is the other thing. I'd already tried to whiten my teeth, and I've talked about this in another podcast. Every tooth in my head was sensitive, so I just had like a fucking migraine basically.
That shit, you breathe in too much and it's fucking aching.
So I like pulled up in this thing. I was like, "There's nowhere to park. We have to fucking go." And then I turned and was about to drive away. And Maureen was like, "Well, you go home and I'll take him." And I was like, "Well, you're on. Now I feel terrible." And I fucking turned the car around, just abandoned it in something. But once you get in there, there's one wee bit where they've got like reptiles and shit, and you go in there and the heat and the stench. And everyone's like bumped up behind you, and I'm like, "Oh my god, look at that there, Josh! There's a fucking lizard!" No, and I was like that close to a fucking panic attack. I was just like, "This is fucking too much." Snakes and shit.
A petting zoo would be a pretty funny place to have a panic attack.
Yeah. Excuse me, just kicking chickens out of the way.
This is all a bit much for me.
This is all a bit much for me. And they're like, "You touch this baby goat." There was a baby goat in a bucket. I have a photo of it. Don't see it.
We support goat.
We support goat. A guide goat. A white stick and a wee tiny goat.
Walking about Ladbrokes. Come on, lead me to the dogs.
Look at this. Bro, that's a goat in a bucket. What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry, that's adorable. Come on now. It's not all tits.
It's not all tits. Hello, that is a photo of me shopping for tiles.
Oh, just hating life. What do you settle on? It's all through me.
It's all through. What did we settle on? Nothing.
You didn't get the tiles.
This is the fucking 90th tile place we've been in. Because Maureen went to a place and, the girl was like, oh, doing a thing for a kitchen. And she said her fucking bathroom's ripped out. And then she was...
Euphemism?
She was like... Oh, fuck, I ripped that bathroom. But she was like, oh, a lot of people do their bathroom last so that they know the general tone of the kitchen and the hallway and then the bathroom, right?
Of course.
But we have no bathroom, so we're like, we need a bathroom, so we're trying to fucking work backwards now, and it is a bit stressful. But I got fucking, like, recognized in every tile shop we went to. And it was... when you're not in good form? You're like, I'm in here. I don't want to be here. I'm trying to fucking pick a tile. And the guy's like, fucking, hey, get a fucking wee photo. Where you going? And I was already that tense that we were in this place. And there was just two people working in it, sitting at computers. I will be back in this place. And they'll be like, I heard you slobbering. But there was no music in this place. So you could just hear your feet like, walking about the place. And then you couldn't do any slobbering. You couldn't be like, do you want to get that one? You could be like, no, it's stinking. Looks like Epstein's Island. No thanks. You couldn't say anything, so you had to be like, that's nice. And then they wanted to get a photo, and I was so worked up that I got that, that nice Colin autism that I get.
Yeah.
Where the guy was like, can I get a photo? And I was like, aye, put a fucking radio on in here. The vibes stink. Okay?
Do you think that's from doing the comedy club and being like, whenever the comedy club ends and people haven't put music on, you're like, definitely get some fucking tunes on here.
Yeah, it's just, I think over the years, I heard a term once where they said, my shame makes me shameless. Mm-hmm. Like I can't sit there and be like embarrassed. I have to just charge at it, you know? So it was so awkward. I was like, yeah, you can get a photo, put some fucking music on too, because it's so awkward in here, bro. You're just sitting in here with this girl who also works there. Put some fucking music on. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
I remember.
It's very awkward. Anyway, and then just there's still silence, and then you just have to be like, have we seen enough to help? Yeah. Bye. It's be like, see you later.
I think I remember that actually from, was it the last, what was it? I think it was the time when I came back from America and I was doing the Limelight as like a solo show. And I think we were on the green room, and you were in the green room, and you came in, and you threw the bag down, and you sat down. And you were like kind of like worked up, and you sat down, and you got up, and you were like, definitely put some fucking music on here. It's like, this man's more stressed out than me.
In the back of in the thing?
In the Limelight?
In the back? Yeah, you gotta get some vibes.
I'll definitely get a Bluetooth speaker.
I do it at home. Man, I'm not gonna sit around the table with, me and my wife and my child eating.
Yeah.
In silence, bro. Put the fucking jazz for reading. Alexa, jazz for reading.
Yeah.
You
fork in the Poached Indy.
Fork in the poached Indy. That's all I eat. Poached eggs.
Poached eggs is the best egg, I'd say.
I had a bit of enlightenment yesterday. I've been training. I've been getting prep meals sent to me by Ruben's Meals. Shout out, fantastic, best prep meals I've ever tasted. These motherfuckers have overnight oats in it, crack cocaine.
Yeah.
And me and Maureen were sitting in bed last night. Should have been asleep, but you know when you have a rough day and you're like, I owe myself another 3 hours of being awake, even though if I'm fucked the next day. Like, I haven't had a day. Let me just sit here. And the overnight oats are fucking like absolute crack cocaine. And I was like, so like say I'm on a calorie, say my calorie goal is about 2,500, you know, and these are about 390 calories. I was like, I could eat 5 of those. And she's like, yeah, like I wouldn't be opposed to just eating oats every meal of the day. And I was like, yeah, and you know, and you could skip one. And she's fucking doing all this. And yeah, you could have one every 3 hours. So I might try that. That might be the get a shred.
What are you throwing in these overnight oats?
Nothing. They give it. Well, this is the thing. Sometimes they throw in with the meals like an overnight oats, but I seen them in the shop and I cleaned them out. I bought like fucking 6 of them.
What's in them? Like wee bits of chocolate and all? Or
They're protein oats, so probably whatever protein they mix it with gives it like the taste.
Yes.
But there's like a raspberry one. There's a fucking salted caramel one.
Oh.
Which you're fucking scooping in your mouth and you're like, I'm gonna fucking my dick in this. Is fucking unbelievable.
What did you send me a picture of the other day? And you're like, would it be inappropriate to shove my cock in this? And it was like a bowl noodles one.
I sent it on WhatsApp?
No, on Instagram.
Oh, the Beria noodles?
Yes, that was it.
You ever seen that now? You know that fucking Mexican shit? The Beria, it's like...
Oh, at Raging Ramen, was it?
I don't know if they did it. This is just on the internet I seen it.
Oh, they do it in Raging
Do they?
Ramen. Yeah, they give you wee tacos on the ramen.
Ah, fuck me.
You know what's good, Gears? Them like big belt noodles. Is it Bang Bang? Is it?
Bang bang?
Is that what it is?
Bang bang noodles?
Aye. Or maybe that's just the name of the chain.
Dang dang?
But they're like big, massive, like thick old belt noodles.
I don't know. I remember Bowtree used to do drunken noodles, which was obviously like you'd get a big square and just hack it to pieces.
Oh yeah,
so
it's
good.
good.
It was like all messy and shit like that.
Yeah.
But the boys are going for noodles after this.
Oh, absolutely. You coming now?
Potentially, yeah.
I'm on ahead now. Fuck.
But I've seen some meerkats at the farm.
Nice. What was the main attraction? Like, what was the headliner?
A zebra.
Oh, aye.
That is zebra.
Yeah.
And
Crowd pleaser.
they had striped donkey, and then they had alpacas. They're fun.
Fuck's that?
I'll show you another picture, man. Of references McGee over here. That an alpaca, which you know, basically it's just like a tall sheep.
Jesus.
But it's funny because they've got a fringe. So the guy, I walked over and the thing looked at me and I went like this, like under the fringe. Yeah. Fuck are you looking at, bitch? And then speaking of street food, I was chatting to a fella there. He's like, well, Colin, we're from Monaghan or whatever. And he owns a fucking like street food thing. It's all tacos and all.
Nice.
He's like, anytime you're down, give me a shout. And I was like, right, what's in Monaghan that I could do?
Yeah.
The Garage Theatre? I'll just organise a gig and then for
Around street food venues.
Yeah, 4 hours before. I'd be like, can you pull that truck up outside and just feed me tacos through the window?
Yeah.
Go on stage, it's all through me. You know what I mean? Just fucking dying. That a snake there as well. That a snake at the farm. Pigs are big. Meerkat sitting there on its. I couldn't get a photo of it quick enough, but it was like sitting on its arse, scratching its balls.
Oh, aye, nice.
The meerkat just sitting there like.
Nice.
But it's fun. But it's funny. It's funny. Like it's funny to judge other parents. You know, because there's people that are probably definitely younger than me, but you look at them and they're like, "You've just fought. You're such a dad now." You know.
In like in what way? Dress
Just
sense,
everything,
demeanor.
you know what I mean? It looks like head to toe he just bought everything in Next. You know what I mean? He's got like 3/4 length chinos. Those just shoes that are like have a white sole and are kind of leather. That fellas, right? You know what I mean?
Just like big dad shoe. Dads love Next.
Yeah, just the fucking white sole and the vaguely leather.
Yeah.
And the fucking
Is this chair about to go? I can just hear it
it's been
creaking here.
it's been about to go since we got it.
That'll be some clip now. Just this thing eventually goes.
I love the way he goes back on it like he's at the fucking barber's, and then he's like, "Is this gonna go? Sit up."
I know, but this is me casual.
But anyway, place full of dads. And I, like, if I was to ask one of these guys, I'd be like, "What age are you?" He'd be like, 32. I'd be like, "Man, you've let yourself fall into old age here."
What's the most dad shit you do?
The most dash.
Anything you've taken on, like literally since you became a dad, that you're like, I wasn't there before.
Well, yeah, just looking after a child would be the main one.
I will, besides the responsibility.
Eddie's getting a bit testy now that he's 3.5.
Yes.
So I find myself saying things where I'm like, oh, I sounded very dash there.
Oh, the testy threes.
Yeah, I'll be like, fucking, that's enough of that now. Stuff like that.
Aye.
You don't punch your mother in the face, stuff like that.
It's very DUP of you.
Yeah. I will not surrender. There will be no more.
Chocolate on Monday.
Never. There will be no more Amazon Kindle past 7 o'clock. There'll be no more games. I'm not for shifting. This is my house. You'll fucking eat what you're given. There's a perfectly good plate of spaghetti there. I will not be making you more chocolate oats.
Well, spaghetti's definitely the main course in a lot of DUP households.
I don't think so.
That's the fun night one.
I don't Catholic rice.
Tagliatelle. Fuck off. Come on now, where else would you get it now? Bob Squad Podcast, you're in the bedroom.
Oh, God.
That's so funny. That'd be my worst nightmare of a day. DUP day.
DUP day. Yeah, you don't mind, you loyalist paramilitary day. You'd be like, run down the shop and get me fucking figs. But you don't want the countryside DUP day.
Yeah.
Sit down and pray before we have this tagliatelle.
Have you ever been in a house where they prayed? Like actually done the whole man shit?
No.
I had it once. Fuck me, talking about a panic attack at the betting zoo. I nearly had one there. So awkward.
Did they ask you to do it?
It was American, so it was like,
Oh, well, that's alright.
You don't ever seen it in films and all, on TV shows. I didn't think it was an actual thing that occurred. And then, they held hands in prayer and then just thanked. It was nice, it was nice to thank the Lord for.
I remember hearing a funny story about the guy. There was I think it was in school. It was like a rugby trip where they would go, but then you end up staying with the families.
Yeah.
Of the rugby team, and or it was Canada. I can't remember, but they were like, they all met up for this big feed, and the guy was like, "Oh, can I help you out or whatever?" And they were like, "Oh, you can maybe help us with the dishes or whatever." But there was about 18 people eating this massive banquet, and he said he goes for fucking 2.5 hours. I was just by myself in the kitchen, there we are,
clocking in.
Yeah, just fucking doing a full busboy shift.
Yeah,
and they're all just fucking partying, drinking beers and shit.
Do you think that's, the thing is, if it's you can't pay for the meal and do the dishes, is that a thing that actually happens, or is that just for TV shows?
I mean, maybe they might have done it in the fucking 60s or something.
Yeah,
work it off.
But how many dishes would you have to do to pay for just a standard meal?
Don't know.
Just do 3 hours of work for them or something?
Maybe. Be weird as all fuck. Just going in the back with a dishcloth over your shoulder. Well, boys, who the fuck are you? Forgot my wallet, didn't I? So, you don't want to go on a fag break or anything? I'll wash these dishes.
My PayPal's fucked.
My tap didn't work, so here, do you want me to fucking do you anything done? I would do a wee shift. I'd be like, do you want me chopping the onions for tomorrow or?
Chopping's good.
Chopping's good.
Chopping's therapeutic.
I can't imagine you're good at chopping.
I mean, I'm not graceful, but it gets the job done.
He's like, I can chop it in half. Whatever you need, chop it in half.
The judgment is paralyzing.
Oh, it is.
I can't imagine you be any decent at chopping there.
We should have a cook-off. Well, you're a clumsy fucker, you know what I mean?
I know, but...
You be straight in. You want me to chop this? Oh, well, there's... Oh, God. Sorry.
No, I can cook, but it's only 3 things excellent and then everything else is dog shit.
What are your 3 excellent meals?
Chili.
Right? If you say bolognese.
No.
After you say chili, I'm going to fucking freak out. Chili, bolognese, shepherd's pie.
Chili, breakfast burrito.
Oh,
my breakfast burrito is.
Can you roll it good? Can you roll it up well?
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh,
sticky eggy. And then the third is right. What do you have here? You'll never guess this.
Toast.
Creamy miso mushroom pasta. Good night, Irene.
Those are not things that go together.
No, but I know. I can't control my gifts.
Miso.
Yes.
Pasta.
Yes.
Gino De Campo will be in his DMs giving out. What the fuck is this? Japanese, Italian.
It's
tagliatelle?
delicious. It's so good.
Talk me through how you do that.
I haven't made it in about a year and a half.
Talk to me.
So you want to go to Tesco and
Let's fast forward. Let's fast forward until you've got the
rice
stuff.
vinegar. I need to watch TikTok again. I can't remember.
Do you make the sauce? I can probably tell you how to make it now.
No, you couldn't. It's a special one. But I seen it on TikTok and I just did it step by step, and it is great.
Is it like onions and mushrooms or something like
Yes.
that, and then you pour the vinegar in?
Yes, but no, you make the sauce like separate,
Uh-huh.
and it's that the sauce is the
What is
key
the sauce?
element. It's like miso and shit, and like
Miso paste.
yeah.
And then what do you thin that down with?
I can't mind.
Bro.
Cream.
I need the TikTok.
Is there cream in it?
There's no cream. There's no cream. It's an everyday man's meal.
Creamy miso pasta.
What's the
Hold the cream.
well, yeah, what makes it creamy?
Love and care.
Jesus Christ.
The technique.
Exactly. There you go.
Fucking,
You ought to see me in the kitchen, sir.
you ought to see me in the kitchen. Googling.
Great restaurant.
Googling what things are. I love how you just mashed a bunch of shit together.
The
Have you
breakfast
ever
burrito.
had katsu shepherd's pie? Here's the 3 things I do well. Katsu shepherd's pie.
Quiche gyozas. Hi.
Overnight oat gyozas.
Did we just make £1 million? Bistro Japanese food. That's a gap in the market.
Yeah, for a reason. There's a gap in the market. No one's going in for a gyoza. I mean, what's in that there?
Egg.
Egg.
Oh, wow.
Here, is your mouth too wet? This is soda bread in a gyoza. If you don't eat this, the fucking most, sticky.
Oh, fuck.
Sticky, icky. What's your what are you the best at cooking now?
Pretty good at carbonara.
Talk us through that. Is it legit?
Oh, it's very legit. I go to the wee place Chow near my house.
Oh, very nice.
Get the guanciale.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
How much is that? Fucking $8,000 a kilo?
Yeah.
$8,000 a kilo.
I think it's like 350. Like 100
Is that pig cheek?
Yeah. Cured pig cheek.
Nice.
And then you get the pecorino romano.
Mm.
Parmesan. Mix it together. Egg yolks.
That's it.
Cooking it in the fat. The pasta
Unbelievable.
water.
That's a real carbonara there.
Trying to find this miso mushroom pasta.
None of your fucking. That's legit as fuck. None of your.
Oh, this is another one to make these garlic noodles sometimes.
Right.
They're nice.
They do. Phone the Chinese. Fucking microwave a plate for 30 seconds and bosh. There it is.
This is my one pot orzo that I do the other time.
Oh, you do a bit of orzo?
Couple of salads in here that I never eat. There's a BLT pasta, the ultimate fat cunt salad, BLT pasta salad. That was great too. But yeah, I get all my recipes off TikTok.
Oh, yeah. I don't like this resurgence of, not resurgence, just like the popularity of, are you too busy to fucking put a fork to your mouth? Put all of this shit in a slow cooker.
I hate
And
slow
come
cookers.
back. But it's all like, again, it's like your fucking miso, but it's all fucking like made up shit. You know what I mean? It's like, do you want this fucking, they just give it a name, Cuban stew?
Yeah.
It's regular stew with fucking chorizo in it or something. You know, it's like fucking.
I did make an omelette yesterday, a pepperoni.
For plenty.
Oh, very nice. I did a spar too. Spar pepperoni.
I don't know what my specialty is, but where I do thrive is in a sort of ready, steady cook scenario where you go, this is all you have left,
Yeah.
and you can throw that together. What do I do that's good?
Well, the first meal you ever made me was a bake, chicken and pasta bake. And then you did you scrumpled up the packet of Walkers, fruit on top of it. I was like, man's a devil in the kitchen. Very little deep.
Haven't made it since, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm good at just like making vaguely Asian anything.
Yeah.
Do you know, I have enough sauces and bits there. I'm just like, what do you want? Throw it in. There you go. Asian bits.
Yeah, you've definitely done like a few like bowls of like rice and egg.
Right, yeah, that's where I really thrive.
That's good shit.
I'll do like a good sort of fried ricey thing with some sort of fish saucy meat and then an egg on top. I'm a Vietnamese guy, basically.
Yeah.
Is what I am. What else did they do good? Pretty much anything. Toast.
If you're trying to impress now, what are you throwing out there? You know, if you're really going for the jugular.
I made a vegetable lasagna one time. It was absolutely fucking bang.
Ah, you were telling me about this?
Because I went to
Lentils?
lentils.
Or mushrooms?
No, there's no lentils in it actually, but no, it was all like I'd been to what do you call them two fucking guys? The Happy Pear, and they had a vegetable lasagna and it was great. And I was like, I'm just gonna make that at home.
Never had that pair. I know it's in Dublin Airport as well now.
Is it? We've been to the original one. It's all right. I mean, you're going. People are like, "Isn't this absolutely gorgeous?" And you're like, "It's as good as it gets without having a fucking steak on the side of it." Do you know what I mean? It's fine.
I always feel like tramps in those kind of restaurants because they always have very similar clientele. Like women that look like they're from Wisteria Lane.
Well, it's you know,
Don't they? You know?
Reference.
Yeah. That's
Hey.
Housewives fans. Shout out.
the move now is you wear like high end, low key flex outerwear.
Yeah, so you're
you know
wearing
what I
like
mean?
pajama tracksuits, but it's like Ralph Lauren.
Sort yeah, or you've got on a pair of Solomon shoes that are like 400 quid.
Yeah.
They're like, I need the Gore-Tex to walk down here and get a fucking oat flat white.
Expensive shoes are stinking. See any shoes that are over like £300 always look like shit to me.
Although if you can get me a pair of those New Balance, the fucking Action Bronson ones.
But regular retail price, they went over £300, were they?
No, regular retail they were 220.
Aye.
But you'll not get them for 220 anyway.
Over 3 tends to be like the luxury sneakers,
Yeah,
which are all dirt.
like an Axel Arigato.
Ugh, get the fuck.
I actually seen a pair of them.
Axara, get this.
I get the I seen a pair of them Brian Thomas. They look good. But then, if I went into Brian Thomas in Dublin by myself, I'd be like, that's nice, that's nice, that's nice. When you went to Brian Thomas normally and you're surrounded by drug dealers and Canada Goose coats, you're like, I don't know if I want any of this shit.
Canada Goose, stinking.
Stinking!
Stinking.
Who's wearing a Canada Goose that needs it,
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
yeah.
Says the guy who buys Gore-Tex shoes.
Yeah, I have a few North Face jackets.
Yeah. But they're collabs, you know what I mean? Look at Rihanna's fucking wabs there. I want to play this video. It's not on the computer because it's a private account. This guy transitioned from being a woman to a man and then realised how shite it was to be a man. I'm going to play you some audio. Hold on, this fucking made me laugh now. Okay, guy's life's falling apart. Don't worry about it.
Nobody told me how lonely being a man is. And then to have all these comments about, and to have all these comments about, like, justifying the coldness to men, which is valid. But to just be remembered like, oh, that's right, everybody just sees you as the villain. But to have known, and I think a lot of trans men feel this, is we knew what depth felt like before we transitioned. We knew what it felt like to, like, have people want to hug us. And to have people want to talk to us. And to have a community. And then you transition and you're just a guy walking down the street that people cross the street so that they're not near you. And friendships are so much harder to build. And people are colder. And more detached. Nobody told me.
Anyway, we shouldn't be laughing, but there is something funny about that.
Yeah.
No one told me that no one gives a fuck about fellas. You know what I mean? No one wants to hug strange fellas. Everyone's crossing the street when they see you. You know, you go, oh, I'm in a bit of need. And people go, fucking pull yourself up.
Yeah.
Fucking sort yourself out. You know what I mean? People think I'm a nonce. I hang about. People think I'm creepy. No one wants to hug me.
You tell your friend you're feeling kind of emotional, and then he calls you a fruit in a podcast.
Real bad man.
Men's mental health.
Fucking tighten you. Get on this podcast there, lad. You know what I mean? You know, give me a good old slagging.
I honestly don't think it is hard as a man to make friends. But I don't know. It's definitely easier for a woman to make friends.
You
I don't think it's though I don't think it's more difficult for a man though.
No, I mean you've seen that before. Like, I mean, there's memes about it. You know, where like a couple goes to a wedding and all the women are sitting there fucking playing with their hair, staring the other way, judging people, and all the fellas are like, you know,
Exactly.
You
The
know?
amount of guys like that are actually like probably like really good friends of mine now. That our first interaction was, oh yeah, shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like you were at a bar and you start chatting shite or something like that. Like,
Yeah. We went round to the nursery there for Eddie's induction for play school. You know, me and these three lads outside. I was like, "None of these motherfuckers have a barbecue in the car. Let's get something going here." You know, having a great time outside, sunny.
actually, I think I've realized now what the problem is. It's not harder as a man to make friends, but it's hard to make friends sober.
Nothing wrong with that.
But it's harder to make friends sober.
Well, it depends where you're at. You know, take yourself to a fucking CrossFit class or a jiu-jitsu thing or something. You'd be fucking
Yeah.
best buds immediately with people. You know what I mean?
What's your goal here at CrossFit Oma? I'm just here to make a few chums.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to go to the pictures.
Cool. Well, we're going to start this workout. You'd be like, nah. What? No.
No, any WhatsApp group chats?
I have a couple of memes here if anyone wants to see them. Are these protein bars free or what?
Any birthday cake knocking about?
That would be if you were moved to a new town and you wanted to make friends, I'd be like, go to a jiu-jitsu class.
Well, that's where comedy is actually really handy.
Well, it's handy now.
It's handy now.
Handy business.
For meeting people.
You get friends you don't even want.
The only problem is you have to filter out a lot of crazies.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but that's a natural selection sort of process. You know?
Yeah, but if you're a new person in town, you don't know who the crazies are. You know?
Oh, like if you go to New York or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like having been to New York and hung out with people, and then you speak to someone else the next week, you're like, I was hanging out with your man John there, he's saying, isn't he? And they're like,
John's a rapist. Which
Good luck with that.
which probably has happened to you many times.
oh yeah.
I mean, this guy go for drinks. Oh, Davey the rapist.
Oh, see me, rapist magnet. Like, I swear to God, everyone I met, like a lot of people I met in New York, and I was like, oh, your man's saying, isn't he? They're like, not that sound.
Yeah, not the woman. Yeah, you're like a sniffer dog for fucking sexual assaulters.
Yeah.
Send Aaron in the room and the guys he's immediately chatting to are the worst guys in the fucking earth.
And people open up to me as well, you know.
Well, I think all comedians to a certain extent will find that. Like everyone's like, why did I stop for a smoke outside this bus station? This guy's just told me that he killed two people.
Oh, people will divulge like
Aye, but
immediately.
they have nothing to hide at that age.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what are you up to today? I was thinking about going to Japan, smoking opium.
I kind of like it though. I like it when people overshare. Like I'd rather have that than like boring small talk.
Yeah, you should stand in the street with one of those cardboard signs. You know when people blindfold themselves and be like, "Do you need a hug today?"
Yeah.
You should do that. Tell me anything.
And they blindfold themselves.
Street confessions.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you should blindfold yourself so that you can't judge them.
Yeah.
And people just come up and be like, "Listen, I killed my neighbor's dog." You know, something like that.
Yeah. Why would you judge them on what they look like?
Just more of an anonymity thing that you know,
Oh, right, okay.
You know what I mean?
As if when you're gonna be like, I've killed the neighbor's dog, and you're like, I bet you're stinking.
It's just so that they're not as fucking. It's like when you turn the lights down in the comedy club, you know.
Yeah.
Feel safer in the dark. What the fuck are we talking about?
We should do a, what do you call that show where they make a free course for their friends? Come down with me.
Aye.
We should do a come down with me. Special. I'll make you a free courser, and you make me a free courser. And Niall taste tests it and doesn't know who it is.
Fuck that. We're going to his house first. This man, he's buying fucking guanciale over here. This guy's going to fucking specialist markets. This guy's meeting a guy under a bridge for illegal cured meats.
What is guanciale?
What's guanciale for you? What guanciale?
Lovely.
What's guanciale?
We're going with Jolly tonight.
Not much at it. It's cured pig cheek. I bet you it doesn't. I bet you it doesn't look great in its raw state. Does
What
it?
was the disease?
It was all through him, anyway. Guanciale. That was all through him.
Cured?
There you go, big lump of
Oh,
shit.
sir, what the fuck is that? A beef chunk fun?
That's
Tiramisu?
it's cured pig cheek.
Oh my god. It looks like a wee rocky road back.
It's funny that, you know, when you get into being a real foodie, like a lot of the stuff that would initially repulse you is the best. Fuck me, that's it. Is the best tasting shit going.
What's chicken feet like? Have you ever had that? I can't go into that territory now.
I have had them, yeah. I've said
Just okay.
It's like
It's fine.
this is how I put it. If you're on a desert island and it was the only form of like
Is that thunder, bro?
No, I don't think.
someone moving a bin. Where it's like someone working in special effects in a movie.
Jesus
How
Christ.
do we get thunder? Just push a bin along the road.
hell.
What was I talking about?
Being a real foodie, you get into it. Chicken feet.
Oh, chicken feet. Yeah. Like if it was the
There
only
we
thing,
go.
if the only thing you had to eat was chicken feet, you'd eat them.
Yeah.
But if you're in a Chinese restaurant that has chicken feet, but then it also has like char siu pork, get the pork, man. Get the roast duck.
Yeah.
No need for the feet. And then also you see how many feet it is, and then you're like, Jesus, that's like fucking 15 dead chickens I'm eating right now.
But it's like a bucket of feet. Sorry.
And then you can get the hot feet, and then you
Get a chicken ball special.
get the fucking Frank's hot sauce feet. I got black bean feet.
Honey glazed feet.
Salted chili feet. Salted chili chicken feet. Imagine.
Can I get the feet where we said a Bushmill sauce?
Do you know how funny the world is? People be like, "Do you have any vegan chicken feet?" And they're like, "We got the vegan-friendly black bean chicken feet."
It's tofu.
That's
feet.
actually a chicken finger.
It's teat.
People say chicken feet or chicken fingers. That is chicken's fingers you're eating.
Aye.
But the freakiest one was first time I had them. The guy I was with was actually Chinese, and he, you know, they chop the foot off and boil all the dirt off it, and then they cook it in the sauce. But it's still got that tendon on it, so you pull the tendon, and the fucking hand goes like this. Even though it's like salted chili, it's like
I don't know if you could see, but my mind laughed there for a second because I just thought about the fact that a chicken's feet and hands are the same. It's mad.
yeah, it's wings or its hands.
Yeah.
Weirdly, and its feet or its feet.
That's fucked up.
Do you know someone told me one time they were like when they were younger this guy big foodie and he's like I don't really eat chicken, and I was like why, and he goes I used to work at a chicken house when I was younger, and one day the aircon thing broke and it was a really hot day, and he said the chickens basically just melt into the floor, and he goes it's a strange wee animal. He goes I wouldn't eat it.
What does he eat?
Beef.
Oh,
Other meat's just not chicken.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but he was like I just seen them just melted into the floor. I was like ugh, no thanks.
melted chicken.
Aye.
With salmonella hanging out.
Oh yeah, I dare say the stench. You should ask for it though in Lee Garden. Can I get a salted chili melted chicken?
Yeah. Chicken melt though is gorgeous.
And we've come full circle. The heat does something to these podcasts.
Oh, aye. Delusional, but it's good crack.
It's delusional. I recorded a half-hour power hour for the General Banter the other day. I had to do it in 3 bits.
Yeah.
And I was editing. There was just a lot of me staring into space going like, I'm too. It's like fucking Apocalypse Now.
We can't handle the heat. Although I will say, I find this funny the
Thought
other
the
day.
desk fan was a helicopter.
I was on Facebook for my annual Facebook trip. I'll go on there like once a year. Just scroll down the timeline. And
If you're still on Facebook, you're mental because that's the vibes I get.
oh yeah, like
Mental people.
And I scrolled down, and there was like, if you want entertainment, all you got to do is go to the comment section of any Belfast Live article. So the Belfast Live had posted an article where they were like, say goodbye to the good weather, folks. It was nice while it lasted. Next week on, you know, it's back to whatever degrees. And all the comments were like, thank fuck to see the back of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, are we country?
Miserable fucking shithole.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's crazy.
Did we talk about the Podrigan clip on last week's podcast?
No.
I put up that clip from Lavery's because I said to the girl, like, what's your name? She was Podrigan. Never heard it in my life, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then everybody's like, it shows, you've never heard that name, shows how divided this country is. And people are like, like all these ones from down south are like, I live in fucking Kerry, never heard that name in my life. I live in fucking whatever, never heard it in my life.
Yeah.
And then everybody was
Podrigan.
just like, it's no, and I was joking around, like, I was like, do you own the IRA? Because it's the most Irish name I've ever heard.
Yeah.
It's a joke, it's a comedy club.
Yes.
It's stupid. I'm saying stupid things for laughs.
It's silly goose time.
And someone goes, yeah, it's no more an IRA name than like Steve or Johnny is a UDA name. And I was like, they're the most UDA names.
It's funny how
Are you joking me?
It's funny how up their clan people still get about, you know, Protestant and Catholic names. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, because there's versions of, you know.
There's anomalies on both sides.
Of course there is. You know, you'll get like a fucking William something.
Mm.
You know, that's going to mass on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Sad. Also, was King Billy actually? You know what I mean? Like, there's an actual Dutch guy floating about, and people were like, "Billy, Billy, what's a crack?" I don't fucking know. Mental.
Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit? But you know what is gonna be progressive is if we all have a laugh.
Aye.
You know,
That's what centers the community.
that is it.
Laughter and joy.
Give me a go at this hairdryer before we go.
On a head, sir, get it on knee.
Sign off there. What are we gonna do to get out of here?
Folks, thank you very much. We're episode what now? 12, 13? 13, and what a joy this has been. You know, 1,000 patrons, you know, fucking people watching every single week, people commenting saying they love it. You know, it's an absolute pleasure.
And it's
to be
wall to
honest.
wall positivity. There isn't one negative comment on it, which helps.
Don't even say that now. You've opened the box.
It's the
now.
13th episode. It's cursed. It's cursed.
Well, it's much appreciated, you know.
Yeah, because if we get a wee negative one around here, you know what he's like. Fucking Jesus, he'll be on his
I have
side.
to go to Lake Como for a week.
He'll be on his side.
Do mushrooms.
Don't you dare go to Lake Como by yourself.
I'd love to go to Lake Como.
You go there. I'll bring my family with you and ruin it.
The Boys Who Like podcast from Lake Como,
Where is it?
Italy.
In a skeleton.
Glamping pod.
No. We'll take a shite apartment over a glamping, but
Yeah.
that's what we should just take a wee 2-dayer to Lake Como
Yes.
and just sit there, do a bit of paddle boarding. I want to say there's a.
You've ruined it already.
I want to say there's a. I want to. You need one of them 8-man paddle boards that we. I'm near sure there's someone listens to the podcast, lives in Italy or something, on a lake. We'll be round at the house.
Get in touch.
We deserve it, guys. 1,000 patrons.
Yeah.
No money left for bought a load of t-shirts, but here, you know, we could go. Let's do that. Let's do something special. Let's go on a wee trip, will we?
Alright. Lake Como would be the one I've been dying to go for no reason.
Okay.
I don't know what's attracted me to it.
Scenes. Yeah, that's and we'll call it Como No Homo is the name of the podcast.
No Como.
No Como. Comosexual. Bunch of Comos.
It writes itself.
Yeah, we'll get out of here, guys. Get over onto the Patreon. Patreon.com/Bomb Squad Pod. I fucked it up again there. It's years of institution.
Muscle memory.
We got 13th episode. There'll be 13 Patreon pods on there. You get early access to bits, and we'll have merch soon if we don't sell it all at our gig. Anything else, Niall, to add to the thing?
We're gonna measure McCann's head now.
Get over onto the Patreon. It's a big day. We've got an IKEA fucking measuring tape here. Finally, we get an answer to the age-old question: how big is his fucking dome? And I
don't know if that's enough.
I literally don't even think that's enough.
It's a meter.
We're gonna have to put a fucking mark with a pen on his head and start again. Right, we're getting out of here. Cheers for listening, guys. Take care of yourselves.
Look after yourselves.
Good luck and fuck you.
Good crack.
Let's see what state my arse is in through these beige khaki pants.
I ain't getting beads to make my ass itchy.
You call your hemorrhoids beads now? I have sweated all through my asshole.